And I'm Jackie, and welcome to JK Travel. We're so excited to be releasing our first video. It's something that we've been secretly working on for a little bit now. And now that it's finally here and we're finally posting, we wanted to just take a second and introduce ourselves, why we created the channel, and our goals for the channel.
We met back in 2018 down in Florida at school. We've been together for 8 years and married for 4. I grew up in Ohio.
And I grew up in Florida.
And somehow I was able to convince her to move her up here, and ever since then we've been together and just loved it up here. We've traveled to 31 of the 50 states, 27 of the national parks, and recently started traveling abroad, going to 4 different countries.
We started traveling with a road trip out west back in the fall of 2020, just around the United States, hitting the road to see some of America's most beautiful national parks and some of our favorite places in America. We drove from Salt Lake City and kind of did a loop where we ended unexpectedly in Seattle and had to hurry back to Salt Lake City to make our flight home.
And this is a perfect segue onto why we decided to make this channel. On this trip, little did we know we would have an argument that would change our lives and how we wanted to live our lives.
8 days into the trip in Grand Teton National Park, after 20 hours of road tripping, countless hiking miles, 8 crowd-beating early mornings with late nights in the car, and the stress of being ready to leave at any time due to a shift in the wildfires, we finally hit our boiling point.
After coming to an agreement to have a relaxing first day in the Grand Tetons, we found ourselves up a mountain on a hike and not in the best of moods because of it.
I was really looking forward to a nice, relaxing, slow day. I was sore, tired from the early mornings and late nights, and under the impression we'd have a nice, slow-paced day.
And I just wanted to go, go, go and see everything we possibly could. Looking back on it, it was 100% my fault, but surrounded by nature and how beautiful everything was, I had a touch of caveman brain and wanted to go, see, do.
So about 4 miles into this mountain hike, we finally decided to address the unwanted elephant who joined us. We won't get into every word that we said, but the principle of the argument has stuck with us.
At one point in the argument, I said, we don't know if or when we'll ever be back. We could have financial issues and never be able to make it out here again. We can get into an accident and not be able to walk again. Somewhere someone is in a hospital sick, wishing their body could do more, but won't let them. And we should feel lucky that we're out here right now.
Looking back now, he was 100% right. But in the moment, we kind of bickered a little bit more. And we both had kind of had it. So we turned around and started hiking back to the car another 4 miles in silence. And then we had to get in the car and drive to our Airbnb again in silence.
Once we got back and had some showers, ate, and relaxed a little bit, we finally decided to talk about what happened. And we figured out that we both spent that time in silence thinking about what I said.
After I spent, my time in silence, after I got over myself, I realized he was right. Like, we didn't know when we could be back out here. We didn't know what could happen, and we should have just enjoyed it. And I kind of should have just sucked it up.
And during my time in reflection, I realized I was wrong, definitely, and I was sorry about that. But I was happy with what I said, and honestly grateful we had that argument. Because after that day, it was like a fog lifted, and we knew how we wanted to live our lives, doing the most we can when we can, enjoying every moment in this one life that we get. Anything could change at any moment.
Absolutely. So after we got back, we decided to make traveling a priority. And, flash forward a couple years, we're getting ready to go on our first international trip, and we were watching so much content, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all of it. And I kind of had jokingly said, that we could do that. And, at the time we were just like, oh, haha. But then we started to think about it a little bit more, and we decided that let's do it.
Right now, we're 2 weeks away from our next video revealing where we're going and getting ready for that trip. If you made it this far, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Please do not forget to subscribe, turn on notifications so you know where we're going the second we drop that next video, and thank you so much for watching.